Welcome to the world of the Instant Pot and how to use one. Hey there, so welcome back to my little world of Instant Pot. Today we're going to talk about making pancakes in the Instant Pot. And before you go, that makes no sense. They're not hard. It's on the stove. You're right, but have you ever tried to hold a pancake in your hand, put it in someone's lunchbox, make it a neat little snack? Not if you're making them in the skillet. So we're going to show you and tell you all about it. So today we are only going to use 2 ingredients. This is the pancake mix that I like, but you can use any. It doesn't matter, right? This and some water. The other thing that we're going to do about today is the fact that a lot of people that when they get a new Instant Pot, people say, oh no, set it for 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, and it gets confusing. So we're going to try 2 different ways to make these with 2 different recipes. They're not my recipes. And we're going to see how it works. And it's okay because it's just mix and water. We can't really go wrong. Okay, so what we're going to do is whatever mix you have, follow the instructions on the back as to how much mix and how much water. If once we make these, we decide that was a little too runny, then you know where you can adjust next time. But this is what we're going to start with. So we are going to do a cup of mix. Okay, a slightly generous cup of mix. Here we go. And hang on, I didn't read the back. We should. Okay, 2/3 of a cup of cold water. All right, so a cup and a half. All right, here we go. Let's see how I'm doing. A little bit more. And then we mix. Now, as you're doing this, here's the thing. I'm not that freaked out about it. I'm not that worried. If it looks like it's too thin, then add some more mix, add a little bit of water. I don't stress about stuff like that. There's enough going on you can stress about. Okay, we need it a little bit lumpy, and I think I'm going to add a little bit more mix. Here we go. We're very scientific here, you can tell. There we go. That's what I want to see. Okay, so the mix is ready. So it's important that you use silicone molds. And in a video that I did a while back, we did egg bites, and I'll refer to it in this video. You can buy special things, or you can just take a silicone muffin tin and cut it in whatever size fits in your Instant Pot. So that's what I did here. Now, even though they're silicone and everything is supposed to pop up, we live in the real world and that doesn't happen. So we're gonna help them out a little bit. Make sure that you spray these because, you know, it just makes life easier. Today we are using the trivet, and as always, we need to put water. Now this is a cup of water. Now my Instant Pot is a 6-quart. If you have an 8-quart, you're going to need to put more water in. So always make sure you check your book. I realized that I was saying put a cup in for all my recipes because I have a 6-quart. 8-quart could be different, so just check. Next, we're going to fill, well, partially fill our little muffin tins with our mix. The first method we're going to use in here is steam. I don't want these to get wet and mushy on top, so we're going to cover them with foil. So in they go. They are on the trivet. I'm not going to hermetically seal them with foil, but I am just going to set this. So they're in, they're covered, the water's on the bottom. We have our sealing ring here, and we're going to put the lid on. You need to put this to seal, not vent. So the first way we're going to try this, one of the recipes called for steam for 5 minutes with a natural pressure release of 4 minutes. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to come down here and we're going to hit steam, and we are going to do steam for 5 minutes. So it's not going to be under pressure, okay? It's just going to steam them, and we're going to see how it works. And the natural pressure release means that when they're done cooking, we will time it for 4 minutes and then release the rest of the pressure, and we'll see what happens. So the beep you just heard is it has taken the information we put in. It is on steam. It knows we want it for 5 minutes, but now it needs to build up to temperature, and we wait and we'll see. Okay, so this is batch 1 of our pancake muffins, pancake bites, and we did the steam method for 4 minutes, and then 4 minutes on natural release, which means we're not touching this, but we are about to, because we're only supposed to let it go for 4 and then release. Now, I always tell you, don't ever, ever, ever touch this with your fingers. It's hot. You will be burned. You will be going to the doctor. So we're going to release the pressure, and there shouldn't be that much left. That makes me feel better. Now, again, I've never made this, so we're going to find out, because I think people are afraid to experiment with this, and there's no reason. Again, it's just this and water. We'll be okay. Let's take a look. Okay, so we got them out. Now, again, this was the steam method. It was 4 minutes. 4 minutes of NPR, which is natural pressure release. And I don't know. Well, we're going to try them out. No, you know what? It is all cooked. Let's see what we think about this. Okay, it's hot. Okay, so you can tell that these were steamed. They're very dense. They're not light. So let's try the pressure cook method under pressure for 5 minutes, and let's see what the difference is. They're not bad. They're cooked, but they are kind of dense. So let's see what the next recipe does. Maybe when they cool off, they get denser, more like a muffin. I'm not sure. So this time we are going to cook under high pressure for 5 minutes. Now, since we already used this and we had water in it, but it evaporated, we got to put some more water in. So we have another cup of water going in. We already pre-treated these, so to speak, with Pam spray. And here we go. We're going to cover these with some aluminum. Let's hit manual. There we go. Now we got it. All right, let's go to 5 minutes. 5 minutes on high, 5 minutes natural pressure, and we're going to see what these turn out like. Okay, so this is the second recipe we are trying for Pancake Bites pancake muffins. We did the steam. Not really a big fan of how the texture is. So we cooked this batch under high pressure for 5 minutes, a natural pressure release, and at 5 minutes, the pressure was already dissipated, so we didn't have to help it out. So fingers crossed. Let's see how these look. All right, so these are the ones that were cooked under pressure, and just to compare, these are the ones that were cooked under steam. When you look at them on the surface, it doesn't look that different. These are kind of, compact. So let's get one out and let's see what it looks like underneath. Let's just see. This one, yeah, this feels a bit more like a pancake. So here's the thing I'm thinking. Would I do this exact method again? Maybe not, but I think that instead of following the box directions for exactly how much mix and how much water, I feel like we need more mix and less liquid. My thoughts on today are, I would try this again, but I feel like either we need to put more mix and less liquid, or maybe use a waffle mix that is going to have something that's going to help it rise a little bit more. So maybe we should use a waffle mix. Some of the recipes I saw called for a specific mix, Kodiak, which is a multi-grain and a more substantial mix, and maybe that will make the difference. But the bottom line is, try and experiment. You never know, and you might find a new favorite recipe.